What is the? What is? Well, I mean, shoot, you're already in there. What is?
Welcome to another episode of Taking It Too Far, brought to you by the Blueprint Podcast, located here at the one, the only Flash Media Studios, located in the heart of OC. If you haven't been here before, you are missing out. This is the only done-for-you luxury best event space here in OC. Your one and only host, Alvin Reddy, and today we have
Edith.
and
I'm Bella.
Bella?
Mhm.
Bella just it? Is that
Bella,
just
I'm Isabella Clendenin. Hello.
Who?
Isabella Clendenin. It's my name. Legal
Isabella?
My name. My legal name. It's my government name.
That's her government?
name.
Is that what's on the license?
On my license, yes, sir.
Do you have a license and an ID?
I have a license and a passport.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I think it was a common thing for females to have a license and an ID.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I get clowned on for using my passport because I've lost my ID so many times.
Mm.
People are like, you using your passport to get in? That's so ghetto. I was like, isn't it more ghetto if I don't have a passport?
Yeah, you pay good
Right?
money to have a passport.
leave
That's
the
just
country.
expensive.
I
know.
I can leave the
can
country, she said.
If need be.
Well, from my understanding, girls would have a license and a passport because they would end up losing both of them.
Oh.
I've never lost my passport.
No?
Thank God.
No, I never.
It's such a process to get it back. I feel like you need to treasure it. I don't even know how I would go about getting a new one. My mom did it last time.
So, what are you drinking?
Okay, so I'm drinking some tequila.
Some tequila
Some tequila and some a seltzer.
and a seltzer, and
I'm drinking vodka and an energy drink.
Oh.
I mean,
She's
I
ready.
don't like tequila. I'm
Absolutely.
not a tequila girl.
Bluetooth cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud. I
Okay.
bet you just heard us swallow on the
I know.
on the mic.
Gulp, gulp.
Goop.
ASMR.
Hilarious. I'm keeping that in.
Okay.
What that throat do?
So some kink because somebody's got it.
Hmm.
Absolutely. So today, we're gonna stay on topic, or we're gonna try to stay on topic. We never stay on topic.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Never. Absolutely. So, do you want to start us out?
Yeah, we have a lot of questions here. I'm ready to hear your guys' input.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with red flags. Okay. Is it a red flag if your boyfriend or girlfriend is just too friendly? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I guess it just depends on what you describe as friendly. Like if they're flirty, then yeah, that's not good. But if they're friendly, like they're conversational and they like to talk to people in parties, I feel like that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I guess what's the
Like
threshold of the
friendly,
friendly?
like goes out of their way to be like, oh, hey, are you doing okay? Like specifically to the other sex, like very friendly to whatever. If it's your boyfriend, then to another girl, like super friendly.
Well, I feel like yeah, that's weird if they're intentionally go out of their way to be extra friendly with the opposite sex and they're not with the same sex, especially. Then like yeah, why are you being like?
Would it be weird if it was the same sex?
No, that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's like conversating with another dude, that's
but-
fine.
Yeah, but what if it's a little extra? Would you be questioning it then?
Oh yeah.
I feel like honestly, I feel like yes. I feel like
Yeah.
even if your man is extra friendly with another man, they can be very friendly and conversational, but I feel like if you're doing too much to go out of your way to be like, oh my gosh, this and that, like you're trying to I don't know, talk your way up to them, or you're trying to like do something, maybe like prove something or get their attention when like why do you need their attention, you know?
So that's once it goes past bromance.
Like, let's say you're at a bar, right? And you're there with your homies and you take your girl.
Yeah.
And she's like just chatting it up, being super extra friendly with this homie, that homie, like all of your guy friends.
Okay.
How would you feel about that?
Well,
I mean, I guess it kind of depends on like what the conversation is, though, right? Because yes, there is a line that could get
Yeah.
crossed, right? Where it's a little much.
Mm.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yo, calm down.
Mm.
Yeah. But I feel like also specifically if it's your friends that she's being very chatty with, it's probably just because she wants your friends to like her,
Correct.
and be friendly with your friends. But
Yeah.
if it's some random people that she's going out of her way to be chatty with, that's more weird than if she was trying to talk to your friends, I feel
Okay.
like.
So what's taking it too far if it's chatting with the friends? Like, just like you said, okay, she's going out of her way because she wants to be liked by your friends. Where is the line drawn at to where it's like, all right, now you're doing a little much?
I feel like you can see clear body cues, like the way you're looking at them. Oh, like if you're looking, oh wow, or you're like laughing way too much. You're like touching their arm, like clearly that's like too much. But if you're
Okay.
just like talking to them a good amount, and, like laughing, having a good conversation, I feel like that's not wrong.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
How about like the whole eye contact thing?
I feel like that's.
Ooh.
I feel like that's a like pretty fairly easy to tell. Like if
Yeah.
you're talking to someone and you're looking at them, like oh wow, like you can see that on anybody's face, and you're like okay, that's
Be
weird.
like, oh, she's for the streets.
Right. For the roads.
Bella looks at me a little too long, and I'm like, "Come here."
Hey,
Yeah, but that's not the same.
It's like the old school cartoons. Starts floating.
The hard eyes. Like,
The hard eyes.
yeah. If you get hard eyes for anyone other than your man, that's not your man.
That's all bad. What about yourself?
I wouldn't like that. No. I'd
She
be
said, "Don't
"Why-
talk to
Why are you
anybody."
talking to her?
Yeah. She said,
Like,
"Don't talk to."
I think my man should only say, "Hi, how are you? Okay, bye. Have a good day." Like that's it.
Seriously? That's
there's no
it?
need to be like,
Oh, what do you do for
"What
work?
did you eat today?" Like I don't know, something like that. I would not.
What did
It
you
would be
eat
weird if
today?
he asked, "What
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
eat
that's a little-
today?"
That's a little
That would be
weird.
weird.
A little
I'd be
weird. Like, do you
"Why
guys talk to each other every
care?"
day? Why you care
Why
about
did
what
you
she
eat
eats?
yesterday? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
How
Yeah.
do you care how her day was?
Yeah, but what if what if it's like, oh, what's your nationality? Oh, you're from Colombia? My cousin, oh,
Okay.
I'm from Colombia, whatever, blah, blah,
That's
blah.
like
Oh,
small talk.
okay.
That's okay.
What do you do for work?
But if it's like repetitive, like you're putting more attention to her than me, then it's like that's kind of weird.
Yeah, but you get the attention every single day, all day, though.
I don't care.
Selfish.
I am.
I don't know. I feel like
Jeez.
there's certain scenarios where it would be appropriate for him to be like chatting up another girl, like if it's one of your friends and he's trying to like, get to know your friends or like your family and like or like something for work or if you're out at an event, like you can be cordial and be chatty, but I feel like definitely there's a line.
There is a
there's,
line.
like
There's a line
And you
in
better not
Yeah.
fucking cross it.
the body language and the eye contact and all that
Yes.
good
I
stuff.
feel like
Yeah.
that's the biggest takeaway is
Oh,
like
okay.
the way that your body is reacting to them is like
Uh-huh.
I don't know, you can tell.
Okay. All right.
All right. And then along with that, can guys and girls be best friends?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so because best friends. Okay, all right. So first of all, I think that the whole best friend terminology is a little loose.
Mm.
It's a little loose, right? Because if like you're really, really good friends, okay, all right. How about this? No, because you're making me think now. Okay, so because because look, there are friends that are like best friends, and then like you guys maybe get dressed together, like you guys are close in that way. But then people use the whole best friends terminology, and they're not close in that way, but they may be close in like sharing work stuff or sharing personal life stuff that's going on, or maybe mental things, right? Because I think that people have like best friends in almost like different categories.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, as much as I would love to say that you can have best friends that are guys, I've had some very close friends that are guys that haven't had any interest in me that way, but all of those friends were guys that were friends with my ex. Like we became friends because they were already close. All the guy friends that I've made myself, unfortunately, were always I had a second agenda, So it gets to a point where like we're friends and then they're like, "Oh, show me your tits," something like that. I'm like, ugh,
Okay.
we're not really friends, I guess. Which sucks because like girls like to be like, yeah, I can have guy friends. Like guys are chill. I like hanging out with guys. And there's a lot
Yeah,
that
but
are
you said that
cool.
you had a second agenda. So you were like, let me show you my tits.
I didn't say that. I said they had a second agenda.
No, you said that you had guy friends that used to be
In conclusion,
your your ex's best friends, and you became best friends with them, but you had a second agenda.
No, I didn't say that. I said the guys that were good friends with that never tried to get with me were the guys that were friends with my ex. But the guys that I became friends with on my own always were trying to get with me. So the thing that separated them was like, they had respect for my ex and they were like, "Oh, that's your girl. We'll be friends." And we like did get very close, but never in that way. But every guy that I've personally been like good friends with, except no, yeah, every guy
Yes.
that I've
Oh,
personally been
there he
good
goes.
friends with, like, eventually has been like, oh, like, even like ones that like I was interested in, they shut me down. Eventually, they were like, oh, like, let's hook up. I was like, oh, no, okay. I mean, no, not okay. We didn't, but I was like, we didn't,
Okay.
but I was like, okay, like, shoot.
Okay, I guess. Only one time.
No, we did not. We didn't.
Just
Not
a
that
tip.
one.
Just a tip.
No.
Yeah.
You're funny. No,
crazy 'cause
no.
it's never just the tip.
What is even the point of just the tip? Like, what is the? Why does? Well, I mean, shoot, you're already in there. What's the tip gonna do?
Oh my goodness! I don't know. They say something about the motion in the ocean, so maybe the tip just works.
I
don't know, guys.
I don't know.
I don't think that. Like, if I have a man, I would not allow him to have a girl best friend. That's fucking weird.
I don't know.
There's no way. It's
Okay,
either
all
you
right. So
choose
it's a
her,
hard no.
It's
Okay.
a hard no. You
Okay,
can
so-
either be with her or you're with me, and I'm your fucking best friend. Like, no.
I don't know. I feel like if my boyfriend had a girl a girl that he was friends with, because no, my exes had girls they were friends with before that I was like, you guys are friends, and I can trust that my boyfriend isn't gonna want to hook up with her. But I feel like it is. I don't want to be like, oh, it's different for guys and girls, but I feel like as a girl, I can tell like if one of my friends is trying to get with me, and I can be like, no. But like as a guy, like I don't know. I feel like I worded that so wrong, actually. As a girl, I feel like my friends want to get with me, and if my boyfriend is friends with girls, I can trust that he doesn't want to get with them. And if he does want to get with them, then why are you with me? Then just tell me, and you can go be with her.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind if you have friends if they're respectful of me and our relationship, and like if I know them and I'm friends with them too. I feel like if you have a girl best friend, like we should all be friends. And if she doesn't want to be friends with me, then that's weird, and like then we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
But
Then
if, like we're
Yeah.
cool.
Then she has alternative moments.
Yeah, if we're cool, if I'm cool with your
Alternative.
friend and like we're all on the same page, like that's fine. But if she's like trying to get with you, which is like also happened, then I'm like, no, fuck that. Like you don't need to be friends with her. She's not trying to be your friend.
She's trying to be your friend.
This is friendly,
More than
for sure.
friends.
Trying to be friendly for sure.
She's trying to
Something.
absolutely.
But,
Okay. Yeah. I personally think that there's a real fine line there. And like the whole best friend thing, that's the reason why I say that it's so loose. It's so loose. Where it's like,
Alvin,
yeah.
my
you
best
would
friend.
not allow your girl to have a guy best friend.
yeah, honestly, now that you say it like that,
Let's be real.
I don't think a guy needs to have a girl best friend.
No.
I think that if we're dating, I should be your best friend. You can have
Yes.
friends that are girls.
Girls, correct.
Yes,
correct.
you're right. You can
Correct.
have friends that are girls, of course, but like
Yeah.
your best friend should be me. And if it's not me, why are we dating?
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah.
I agree.
I agree with that.
I mean,
Yeah. If you don't want to
Because
be
it's
best friends
impossible to
with me,
say. Because it's impossible to say, oh, you can't have guy friends, and a guy can't have that.
I mean, you could, but then you're gonna like
yeah, but
cross
that's
the line of being like weird that
Yeah.
you're controlling.
yeah, seriously, yeah. Edith wants that for sure.
I don't want my man to
To
have
have
any
a girl.
girlfriends.
She wants her
Exactly.
man to have a chastity belt on, and she has the key around her neck.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, but then he can have girlfriends, right?
Right?
No,
No?
he can't.
Why? Because she could just sit on his face and sit.
No, you see, that's why. That's
You're
why.
you're ingraining thoughts in her head.
I grew up with 3 brothers. All right, I know what the fuck happens. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. I'm sorry.
So you're the bullshitter.
Yeah, right? Is that what you just said?
No.
Sounds like
Maybe,
it.
No.
You're so funny.
Okay. All right. So, along with that, what's the timeline of no strings attached relationship? So,
Mm.
how long until you either settle down with them or you break it off?
Mm. So friends with benefits, how long are you friends
Yeah.
before?
Or like talking before you like
Yeah.
decide
Or
to
how
start
long can you
dating.
actually just be friends with benefits? Like, how long
Mm.
does that play out?
Until somebody gets into a serious relationship,
Yes. And
typically, right?
So are you talking about how long should you be like hooking up with someone before you decide if you're gonna date them, or how long should you be friends with benefits before with someone before you
just like,
decide to
let's say
stop?
you're friends with benefits with someone, right? And like, how long can that actually go on for? Can you actually be friends with benefits with someone for
For forever, I think.
like a year, 2+ years?
No.
No, no. You
For longer than that, you can for sure.
I
someone has to
mean,
have feelings in that. You can't just hook up with someone over and
Oh.
over again. There's no way.
Yeah, somebody's gonna definitely catch feels for
Yeah.
sure.
I feel like that usually happens if you have friends with benefits for a long time. That the girl is probably catching feelings, and he just is like having sex with her and not acknowledging
No,
her feelings. I mean, I
honestly,
don't know.
though, I think it goes both ways though.
It could be. Yeah, that's true. That's totally true.
I mean, because there are some people that get in those type of relationships for a while, and then the other party doesn't want to be with them, and then they do something stupid, like to themselves or to the other person, because one of the parties don't want to commit to them.
Mm, mm.
So that's like a real tough place. Like you're playing a dangerous game
Mm-hmm.
right there. Both
Definitely.
people are playing a real dangerous game for sure.
Yeah, that's a hard question though. I don't know how long, like, if there's a specific timeline. I guess it just depends on like how long one of the people can take it without like.
Okay, and then let's say you're friends with benefits with someone, right? And it's going good. Let's say a year plus, okay? About a year and a half. The guy finally gets a girlfriend, but he wants to continue to have you as the friends with benefits. Like you as the girl, whatever, as the other partner, would you continue that even though they just got into a relationship? They want to keep you as a friends with benefits?
I hope not. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
Because that says a lot.
If you
That
have like
says,
self-respect, I feel like you wouldn't, because they're just totally playing you. They're just using you for sex when they have a whole partner,
well,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
not
like
necessarily.
they just don't want to commit to you, and they still like you. They like you enough to like keep hanging out with you, but not to date you.
Yeah,
And
but they
not to,
like you. What that says is that they like you sexually, but they don't think that you are complete to be in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
right.
Right?
Which is like,
So there's something there, right? Whether that they don't think that you maybe are pretty enough or whatever to be with them, or you have some other habits, or there's something that you do that they don't want to be in a committed relationship with you, but they're like, hey, the bedroom is all,
Ooh.
I mean, it's all good,
Mm.
but
But you're
would
not
you keep
worthy
doing that
enough.
if you were with a girl and she got a man, and then she's like, but
oh
we
fuck
can
no,
still, yeah, right?
No.
yeah,
Hopefully the
no,
answer
hell
would
no,
be
I
no.
wouldn't, because
The answer should be no.
well,
I feel
well,
like guys are different. Like they
well,
it's
yeah,
like an
well,
ego thing for guys. I don't think that they care. No.
okay, so
Mm.
Fair, I guess.
it
I would
depends on
say no.
it depends on because if the guy is just like, well, I didn't want to be with her anyway,
Mm.
right? But bedroom game is all good,
Then I
then
mean,
fuck it,
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're really horny and you have loose morals, I mean, why not? But personally, I would be like, no.
I mean, but if someone's just like sleeping with the other person, then they don't have like morals about the situation anyway.
It
They may
is-
have morals, but they don't have morals about like the
It
whole
is because
situation.
it's like you're the other woman. I mean, if that should affect your morals, and if you don't care, then they are loose. I feel like,
Hmm.
Lucy Goose.
you know, because if you should have enough respect for yourself and for the other woman to be like, or like if her man is trying to have sex with you, tell her, be like, oh, we've been fucking for a year and a half, and now you're dating, and he still wants to have sex with me. That's weird. She should know.
Mm.
You're like, I wouldn't tell her. You wouldn't. That's
Who, me? No, I would.
well, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it either. Mm-mm. If you get a girlfriend, get
Yeah,
away
I
from
wouldn't
me.
either.
No,
I wouldn't.
I feel like if I'm having sex with you for that long, it's probably because I want to be your girlfriend.
of course. course.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
all right.
should know
So,
that.
okay, well, hold on. Then, so if it was no strings attached,
But yeah,
then,
I guess if it's no strings
then
attached.
then you just said right now that you catch feels. Then,
Well, yeah, if it's no
I
strings
would.
attached and I have no feelings about him, then I would say, go be with your girlfriend. I don't care, you know? But if I did like have feelings for him, then I would still be hurt and like still not have sex with him anymore. So either way, I would still be like, no.
you still be done.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Okay. Let's say you're dating someone for, I don't know, a year. No, maybe like 6 months. 6 months to a year. When is the right time to say I love you?
I don't know.
That's another loose
That's
one.
hard.
That's another loose one.
No. All right.
I don't
It
know.
happens.
I think a lot
it
of
just
people-
slips out sometimes. But also,
Because people are in the moment,
yeah.
right? It slips out when people are like in the moment. I don't think it's like incomplete.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm just so deeply in love with you.
I feel like a couple months is fair. I feel
You
like
put a
first few
timeline
weeks
on it.
for timeline, I feel like if it's in the first month, you may feel that way, but you don't know if you really love them.
It's a
you
little
need
premature.
You need to know them as a whole person to know if you can really love them for everything they are, you know, to know if it's real. So I would say like a few
I'm gonna
months.
throw a twist to the whole thing. Do you need to live with a person?
That's hard. I don't think you need to live with somebody to love them or to be in love with them, but I think that living with them is a really good
Indicator.
shows you a lot of things about them that would be hard to deal with even if you are in love or not, you know. So.
Correct. Because I think that there's definitely like indicators based off of how much you're actually around someone. And that's including living with them, you know, work balance and all those different things.
But as a man, how, like, let's say you're dating a girl for 6 months.
Mhm.
Like, what, like, is that an okay time to say that you love them? Or sooner? What do you think?
Well, I think that that's an okay amount of time depending on what you guys have been through, like, and you know, how much you've been around the person, how much you've actually seen, and how that person, uh, you know, handles certain situations. And I think that there's a number of different things.
Yeah. Do you think that 6 months may be premature to say that? I've never waited 6 months to tell somebody I love them. It's been like a few months.
Yeah, I don't think that it's premature. I definitely
Maybe
think
I should.
I think that there's somewhere around like, again, this is like how much you're actually physically around someone. Like, I don't think someone should be in a long distance relationship and say that. And just not even picking on your situation, but I'm just talking about in general, because I think people need to like be around each other often and actually get to really like interact.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
right
fair.
before they can be like, oh, you know, and actually get to wake up with them, or you know, and all those different things to see how they act. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Other than that, I think sometimes it's used prematurely for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. You're totally right. But I feel like also you can totally love somebody even when you shouldn't, and even when there's things about them that like you don't agree with. So I feel like there is you definitely could love them like early on and tell them, and then still realize you shouldn't be with them. So I feel like, I don't know.
Okay, so are you using love them as far as for like love them as a person and as a friend?
No, like
or
be in love. You can be in love with someone and still like it's not the right person for you, you know?
you can love someone and it not be the right person. You can't be in love with someone if they're the wrong person.
I think you're wrong. I think you can
Yeah.
be in love with someone and then they show you like this other side of them and then you're like, oh, I can't be with you.
I agree.
And you are in love with them?
Yeah.
Or you are in love with something about them?
I think you can.
No, I think you can be in love with a person and then have them show
Really?
you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because then if you show me your true colors
Because
after,
like all
then I'm
Maybe-
like, oh
all
no,
the
I
people
don't
that
want
have gotten
you
divorced,
anymore.
like you're gonna say they weren't in love because that wasn't their right person. I don't think so. I think that you can definitely be in love with someone and be like, oh, damn, this isn't gonna work.
Okay. Okay.
You guys
Okay.
should thinking, huh?
I still think that there's a strong caveat to that though, right? Because just like you said, like someone get married and all that good stuff,
Mhm.
right? Um, things were going good when they got married, or they were in love with something about the person, hoping that
That's fair. They were in love
something
with the
else was going to
idea of them
change, right?
together.
So they can be in love with I don't know, let's just say 90%,
Mhm.
right? And some people don't take the 90% and just disregard whatever that 10% is. Some people still chase 100%, right? So 90% is great, and then they're trying to fix whatever that 10% is, whatever it may be, and then they say, "Hey, you want to know what? I'm going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get married," in their head,
Mm.
right? But on the outside, they obviously are presenting everything as if it's 100% perfect, right? But nothing's 100% perfect. But they get in a relationship in the hopes that that 10%, whatever it is, or the 20% is going to get corrected, right? Oh, after we get married, after we get the house, after we get the promotion at work, blah, 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 right? And we go from making 100,000 to 200,000, everything's going to get better,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
right? But then after a period of time, it doesn't. And then the divorce comes.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. But I feel like also the original question was what how long you should wait to say you love someone. And I feel like I don't know. That's hard. How do you even know if you're really in love? I feel like you can definitely be in love with someone and like
A
it not
week.
work. A week. Yeah, right? And lust. But that's a whole other thing. I don't know. I don't even know.
No,
How do you
no.
even know you're in love with
Yeah.
someone? I don't even know.
I think I think I think those things kind of silently happen.
Mhm.
And I think that they happen through, interactions with the other individual.
Mm-hmm.
When you really be like, you know what? Like, when that thought crosses your
Do
mind.
love you after all.
When that thought really comes across your mind, and you want to be around that person more, and you want to be in their company more, and
Yeah,
all those
I don't
good things.
know. I feel like that's hard though because like this like maybe I have ADHD. I don't know. That sounds so corny, but like I've heard that's like a reason, but like I don't I'll look at someone and be like, "Wow, I love you. You're amazing. Oh my gosh, I want to be with you every day all the time." Like right away, you know? And
Yeah.
then it like sometimes it'll slow down, sometimes it won't. So I feel like you definitely can slowly fall in love with someone or you can meet someone and be like, "Oh my god." And it just never stops.
I knew I loved
Mm.
Bella when I first met her.
Yeah. Then I unhooked her bra with one hand and she was like,
Mm.
"Bella."
There you go, right
Just
there.
kidding. Just kidding.
Wait, hold on. You got a mouthful?
Not yet.
Not yet. Hey. Hey, I love it. I
Oh.
love it. I love it. There we go.
Don't tell anybody
There,
that.
there we go. I love
Sorry,
it.
babe. We're just kidding.
So there is a chance.
Filming next.
Okay, okay.
Casting couch. Hey, there we go.
Oh, yo, this couch.
Uh-oh.
This couch looks just like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, along with that, what's the timeline on when you first start dating someone? When should they meet your parents? When do you introduce them to your parents?
Is there a timeline on that?
There's no
When is the
timeline.
right
I just
time?
started talking to this guy and he met my mom the the next day. But
No,
not because I was like, oh, come meet my mom. They just happened to run into each other and it was fine. But I feel like it just depends on like how close you are with your family and how comfortable you
Yeah.
are with them meeting people. Because my family, like I love them. I have no problem with them meeting anybody, but other people sometimes be like, oh, that's weird. You want me to meet your family? Or like they're not that comfortable with their family and they're like, oh, you need to wait to meet them, you know?
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure. Yeah.
I
I don't
would-
think there's a timeline.
I would say my timeline is at least like, first of all, we have to exchange I love yous first, all right?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not going to have you meet someone.
You met Emmett's parents.
Okay, hold on.
Cut that shit out. Cut that shit
Have you
out.
told him you love him?
No.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Because he hasn't said it either, you know?
Oh. Why did you say that you were going to meet your in-laws?
The rule.
Why did you even say that?
What else am I going to say? Their names? You're not going to know. You're going to be like, who the fuck is that?
Almost
In-laws. In-laws
Almost
means that you're
in-laws.
married.
Almost in laws. You got to manifest it, all right? You believe in that?
Okay, what?
I believe in manifesting.
Okay, well, then why haven't you told him that you love him then?
Because the guy has to say I love you first. It's just a fucking rule.
Is it taking it too far to really think that all of these rules apply? That, oh, the guy has to say it
I
first and all
strongly
this and all
believe
that.
that a man should tell you he loves you first.
I think that's true, and I feel like it is only because men are more emotionally unavailable or like emotionally reserved. So girls will much easier like it's
Reserved
much
is a better word
yeah,
than
reserved, yes. Girls will feel like they're in love or say that they're in love much quicker, I feel like. So they want to be sure that he feels the same way before they just start throwing it around.
Yes, absolutely. Before
Okay.
I say I love you,
Okay.
I need to make sure that you love me first.
Yeah.
It's just the rule.
Okay, but what if he feels it and he just hasn't said it though?
I'm gonna wait
Then he
until you
should-
say
What if
it.
he shows it? How can someone show it? This is a great question.
How can someone show you that they love you? I
Yeah,
think
like how can they show those words? Like how can they show it instead of them saying it? Because just like you're saying right now that you're waiting for him to say it, but what if he's been showing it and he's been showing it, waiting for you to say it?
no.
No, I
No.
don't think that's
A
right.
man, if he is a man, he has to say I love you first. It's just fucking the rule.
But
no.
I feel like I'm sure that he does show it to you in a lot of ways, and I feel like the best way for a man to show you he loves you is to understand what love language you have. You
Okay.
know, because that's like the whole
Okay.
thing is like, oh, if your partner doesn't understand your love language, you're not going to feel loved.
Yes.
So it's really personal to everybody. But I don't know, like I like open the door for me, like do sweet things like that, remember things I like stuff like that. Shows me that you love me and that you care. And I feel like it's kind of like that for everybody, like basic relationship things, like
Mhm.
reassurance stuff like that.
What's
but
the fine line between showing that he cares and showing that he loves you?
I don't know. Maybe like I feel like going the extra mile probably would show that he like loves you, but it's hard to say, you know, like you can also like take any nice thing a person does and be like, "Oh, they love me." So it's like you can't really say like, "Oh, they're doing this cuz they love me," or they're doing this cuz like they're trying to be nice or they're trying to get something like I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to say it. I love you, baby. And then you're like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
time limit on meeting the parents.
Mhm.
So that's crazy. So you said that you have to exchange I love you 1st,
Mhm.
and your time limit on I love you is
Whenever it feels right. I don't know.
no, we need a time limit. You can't just say whenever it
Okay,
feels right.
if we need a time limit, at least we need to be like 2-3 months in.
Wow. So the
Yeah.
person needs to wait 2 to 3 months to meet your
Actually, no,
parents.
well, yeah, at least.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fair amount of
That's a
time to
good
meet your
amount.
family.
Yeah.
Just because like your family can get attached to someone, you know, so you want to be sure that you really
That's
like
fair.
them and want to have them around
My
before
parents
they.
are strict. They
That's
don't want
fair.
me to bring around just any guy. So I need to also make sure that this is the guy that I'm going to be with for long term. You know, I'm dating to marry. So if I bring you around, that means that you're important.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Okay. Dating. So let's say you're with someone for 5 years. Okay. When is a good time to start dating someone else if you guys break up? So once you break up with someone, what's the time limit on you dating someone new?
I mean, I don't know. That just really depends on the situation, I guess. Like if it was
You're dating someone for a long time.
What's a
and
long
then you-
time?
Like 5 years.
Okay.
And then you guys break up. When is a good time to start dating someone new?
well, me and my ex were dating for 3 years, and we broke up. And someone told me it takes a year and a half to fully recover from. It takes half of the relationship time to fully recover, which I don't know if that's true. But I mean, I didn't wait that long to start dating. But I feel like it's really personal. Like some people get over things by sitting in their feelings and processing everything, and some people like push their feelings to the side and then it processes later on. So
She
I
said,
don't know. It just
"Oopsies."
depends. I don't think there's like a specific time limit. I feel like maybe you should be like you should have a certain amount of respect for your previous partner and not like be like hoeing out on social media or
Okay, but
anything,
let's
you
say
know,
they did
but
you
like
so dirty though, like they cheated on you.
Yeah, but
well,
then it's kind of
fuck them. It doesn't
situational,
matter.
though.
Yeah, like doesn't matter.
No. Like, let's say you have to put a time limit on it. They did you dirty. You were with them for 5 years. When do you move on?
You're probably like
A month?
smashing somebody.
2 months,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
a week.
no.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're probably smashing
Well,
somebody
hop
in a
out in the
week.
club the next day. Like 5 years,
Probably.
5 years, and they did you so dirty. I would be
Yeah.
out next day. I'm behind.
It probably depends on how market ready you are.
Yeah, right.
You know, if you're ready
How
for
are
the
you
market,
feeling emotionally? Like, are
if you're
you
ready
okay?
for the market, you're probably out there.
You look good. Are you a
Yeah.
wreck?
You're like, hey, the best way to get over.
Yes,
I want it.
again, dude.
Hey.
Hey yo.
Yeah. If you're market ready, you're good to go. I don't think you're waiting. If you've been done dirty, I don't think you're waiting.
Man, you like I feel like we've talked about this before. I feel like the longer someone is in a relationship and it doesn't work out, like the longer you're
you want to move on.
the longer you're with someone and it's been going downhill for so long, like as soon as you're done, you're like, all right, that was great.
That was great.
Let's
It
go
wasn't
try
great.
something new. That was
The
interesting.
show must go on.
Yeah, right. That was a trip. Let's go do something else now. Like, but if it was someone that you really, really cared about and like you're still messed up over, obviously you're gonna wait like a few months, year, whatever. But
Yeah.
if you were already done with them for a while and you're just like, okay, like let's move on.
'Cause
Like,
you're trying to rehab the situation.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with moving
Probably.
on and like going to like find someone new if you're like in the good headspace for it. Obviously, if you're like super sad, emotionally wrecked, and you're going to look for someone new, like just to fill the void, that's a completely different situation. But if you've accepted that, like that wasn't for you, that's not happening, and like now it's time to go move on, I feel like there's not a specific timeline you need to adhere to, you know?
For sure. I agree with that. Absolutely.
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you
Absolutely.
think?
No, what do
No,
you
you,
think?
what do you think?
Oh, shit. I don't know. I feel like if they did me really dirty, then yeah, I would want to just move on quickly. As quick as I can, because I'm trying to get over you and I'm
As
trying to
quick as
get.
you can. Tomorrow.
Fuck, man. If you did me so, it depends how dirty you did me, though.
I'll
Tomorrow then.
do something
Like
dirtier.
you just said it right now. If somebody did you dirty,
Yeah.
right? So if somebody did you dirty or whatever, you guys been together for 5 years,
Mhm.
you found out that he just smashed somebody the other day,
Ooh. Ooh.
right? He's been having this relationship. He's been having a side cart
Oh!
going
Oh!
for the past year.
That's it. No. I'm moving on. Next day.
Yeah,
Bella,
me.
what are you doing tonight?
Are you even doing that? Or you just going to your DMs?
Hinge.
You posting on your stories? She's posting on her stories. She's like, just broke up.
Yeah, that's
I
DMs is
mean,
going off.
I mean, if you did me dirty, I'm gonna do you dirtier, babe. That's just the rule.
Yeah, but you're not doing him dirty though,
Exactly.
because he's already moved on.
Yeah. So I'm moving on to yeah, I guess I would move on fairly quickly.
so they say.
I'm trying to get over you as quick as I can.
So they say. That's funny.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, with that, right? Someone does you dirty. You're with them for like 5+ years. You guys have history together. They cheat on you. All right. Let's say you guys break up for like a couple months, talking 5-6 months. Then they come crawling back. Would you get back with them?
Grass is not greener on the other side. Huh?
Hell no. Hell no.
Would you
I
get back
mean-
with the cheater? Would you do that?
Honestly, my first boyfriend cheated on me like a year and a half in, and we stayed together, and then he did it again. I like the two
Oh, it
year mark.
sucks.
It's fine. It was like whatever, but like
It wasn't
no.
whatever. I bet
It
you
wasn't
were.
whatever,
I was
no.
I was
throwing up.
sad. I mean, I was really sad about it at the time. Obviously, like we were in high school, I was like torn up, but obviously I'm glad it happened now. I wouldn't really want to be with him still, so it's okay.
now,
But
gone
no,
through what
like I
you've gone
wouldn't.
through.
No. I feel like if a person cheats on you, it's because like they know they're not gonna. I don't know. Honestly, I
They
feel
know
like
they're
if
not gonna what?
they're not gonna want to be with you, I feel like if
Oh.
a person cheats on you, they're probably gonna do it again. Honestly, and I
agree.
feel like if like I don't know. That's hard to say, but like
no. You
I
gotta
feel like
choose.
it's hard for people that are like married and they have like kids and they have affairs and you want to make your family work.
Worse.
But yes, that's even worse. Like, don't ever cheat on your wife. Oh my gosh, like that's terrible. Like, ew. But
Crazy.
yeah, I know. If someone cheated on me, I would be like,
No.
okay, you obviously don't like care about me
Don't
that
love
much,
me.
or like you don't like see me as someone that is like your only person that you want to be with. So no, I wouldn't get back with them. They cheat on me.
Interesting.
And like, who are you gonna cheat on me with?
What are you trying to say?
Fucking perfect.
Bitch. Please. I don't know. Like, who are you gonna cheat on me with
Please.
that you would rather be with than me? Like, that sounds so like, I don't know. Cut that shit out.
So
You
you,
sound like a
so
bitch
you don't
again.
think? So wait, hold on. So you guys don't think when someone cheats is because um they're not getting something out of the current relationship?
I think that people do cheat because they are not getting what they need out of the relationship. And I feel like especially it's like a known thing, like women cheat because they're missing something emotionally and men cheat because they're missing something physically. I feel like people cheat for all sorts of reasons and
But
you
those are usually the roots.
those are usually the roots. And I feel like you can like if you're very open with your partner about what happened and you guys both want to really work on it, you definitely can fix the relationship and you guys can be stronger and happier together, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of like self-awareness to like see what the problem is and like
If
see
those
like
things were identified and if they
yeah,
were
and if like
really cut and dry like that.
yeah, you would need to like identify the problems and fix them for like there to be no problems in the future. I feel like if you cheat on someone and you just like forgive them and move on, it's gonna happen again probably. Because like it does happen for a reason, and if you don't identify the reason, like it doesn't get fixed, you know.
Correct.
There's no way. I hold grudges. I
But
can't
yeah,
forget
that's the
that
thing,
shit.
too,
I'm
like-
sorry. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be like, no, go with her.
Yeah.
I don't want you.
I feel like probably the only reason you should try to fix a relationship that was cheated on is if you're married and you have kids, and if you're just dating and they cheat on you and you don't have any kids or anything, fuck
I feel like
that.
that would break me even more though. Like, damn, we're really fucking married and we have
Yeah,
kids.
exactly.
And
Like,
you
that
still
sucks.
cheated on me. Like,
Yeah,
that would
that's
kill
like the
me.
worst thing you
because
can
I-
do to somebody. I feel like.
Because because I think that there's this other piece to the whole thing, right? Is that someone was sold a different product than what they were delivered, right? So, like the whole, just like you said, kids, marriage thing, right? And sometimes how those cards fall are usually not as planned, right? So sometimes people usually get kids, or not get kids, but you know what I mean, get pregnant, right? Get pregnant, have kids,
Yeah, I just got
and
a
then
kid.
and and then and then it's like depending on someone's faith or depending on their family or whatever pressures come from whatever the surrounding is, as the next thing is get married, right? And this is all in hopes that because something probably wasn't working before all of that. Something probably wasn't working. And it's like, okay, we have kids. Okay, maybe it will, course correct. All right. Maybe when we get married, it'll course correct. But people have put like this marriage as like this, kind of,
like, it'll fix everything.
yeah, like, like end all be all, right? It's been placed as this, oh, once you're married, everything will work itself out. Everything will be perfect, right? Well, if there was an issue, like you're saying, if there was an issue that was never addressed, then it never will.
Yeah.
Right. And
agree.
so one of the other things to my point is that usually people get into a relationship and they find out about the other person and they want to do, the things that make the other person happy, right? Whatever those are, physically, mentally, right? Whether it's sexually or going to eat ice cream and walk, on the beach, right? And people get into those long relationships because things are going on that are catered to you and catered to the other individual. But then over the time, things fade off, right? Or people start to hold grudges, right? Because they're like, oh,
right here, babe.
Oh.
yeah, but you know what I mean? But usually what happens is that one party stops doing one thing for the other person, knowing but they intentionally stop doing it because they know that the other person likes that, and because they are pissed off about something, then they stop doing that, right? And then it's just a battle all the way down.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you're not doing any of the things that you sold him on, and he's not doing any of the things that he sold you on, right?
Okay.
So now you guys are in this relationship. You guys got into this relationship based off of you guys doing all these things that both you guys love. But now none of those things are being done, or are being satisfied for either party.
Well, then you should get divorced. You shouldn't cheat. If you guys are unhappy together and you decide to not make each other happy anymore and you don't want to put the effort in, then get divorced. Don't cheat.
Say it louder for the
And
people
I
in the
feel
back,
like
Bella, please.
don't cheat on each other, just get divorced. I feel like in the question you asked is hard because I feel like if someone were to if you're married and there was a one-time slip up, you kissed somebody, something like that happened that was small,
But
you
that's
were
not
talking
even
to
a
someone.
slip up because you got to put yourself in that situation.
Yeah, that's not small. I still count that
Yeah,
as that's
But I
nah.
feel like
big.
okay, that is big. It is a big deal. But I feel like you kissing someone once one night and you having a full-blown affair, secret affair, are two different
Two different things. They are,
you know.
for sure.
So if my husband was having an affair, fuck that. No, never. Go be with her. That's fine. I'll take the kids. You're good. But if something you were
But I
drunk
wouldn't
and
even
you
take a
kissed
kiss
someone,
slip up, though.
yeah, I mean, no, that's still fucked. I
don't
would
want
still
you. 'Cause
be
if
so upset.
if you went
but
out of your way to do that,
I don't know.
what
Yeah, but it's
else?
not even
But I
that
feel
part.
that's not as bad as having actual affair.
Of
You know.
100%.
not,
Yeah,
but-
100%. But somebody has to, as an adult, you have to put yourself in a situation,
Yes.
whatever that situation is, even for that to have potential to even happen,
That's true.
right? Which is that's damn near crossing the lines for me, because it's I mean, we're trying to do shit. We're trying to get up. We're trying to get to new, levels, and you put yourself in that situation, you're not even on my level. I can't fuck with you.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't.
I don't even want
Fair.
to see you. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm
Tough.
probably,
Tough.
yeah, I'm probably a little tough when it comes to that shit. That's why. Yeah.